Hi again. So I started out with sketching this traditionally, mostly because I don't like sketching on my phone. It feels really unnatural to me. I feel like this feeling would go away if I had a tablet, but alas. But after I sketched it out, I imported it into IVIS Paint. Oh, when you import it, make sure you use the original canvas size or this will not work. After that, I add a new layer and put it on clipping mask. Then I put the clipping mask layer onto divide, and then I color pick the prominent color in the background, and then I just go over the entire canvas with that, and it makes it look more like an actual sketch that I did in the platform, not just something I imported there. Then I line everything in a bright color that helps me see where I'm actually drawing versus what was the sketch. And then when I'm finished with the lining, I add another layer and I do a clipping mask of that layer. And I use black to start with because I don't know the exact color palette yet. And I use the black to just go over the entire line art. Pretty easy, just merge the layers down, and then you can just go over it again later if you choose to. My digital style has like colored lines for the line art, but if your style doesn't require that, you don't have to do that part, obviously. And then I lay down all my base colors so I can start shading and everything. Let's talk a little bit about her design. Originally, when I was sketching this out traditionally, I imagined her as a ginger for some reason. I don't know why, but I did. And I think she would have looked great as a ginger, but I do like the decision with purple hair. I think it suits her. And the reason why I went against the ginger hair is because if I gave her ginger hair, she would look really similar to a character in a webtoon series, and I don't want to be associated. Not that this person's a bad person, I just don't want to associate my work with someone else's art because their work is so much better than mine. And I really admire their storytelling capabilities. It's Starcatcher, by a name I cannot pronounce. I just know they're my op because it's the most excruciating slow burn I've ever read in my life. And seriously, no hate to the creator. I love their story, and I seriously do recommend you go read it, especially if you like mushy gushy love stuff and like slow burns. And this is like the only slow burn I've been able to read, actually. I know I said it was the most excruciating slow burn I've ever read in my life, but in a good way, in a really, really good way. It's so cute. I really do recommend it. Even if you haven't read webtoon in a really long time, since like the Lore Olympus phase that we probably all had in the past. I'm saying that to comfort myself because I did have one. But yeah, let's talk more about like Julia herself. So later on you'll see a little speech bubble that says this outfit's out of my comfort zone, normally because she wears like baggy hoodies and shit. She doesn't have like a canon story yet. I haven't written one for her. I will get to it one day though, because I really like her design and I would feel really bad if she was just a one-time draw, because I had so much fun drawing her. All her tattoos. Speaking of, let's talk about those. She has a semicolon tattoo, which I feel like most of us know the semblance behind. Let's not talk about it in this video, because I can't, because YouTube sucks. And she has a moon and raven feather tattoo on her forearm, and then she has a like cluster of butterflies going down her thigh, and she has a yin-yang symbol on her bicep on the same side as her butterfly tattoo. I feel as though I kind of just designed her one day, and her design's gonna stick with me for a really long time. So hopefully I can work on that story for her. Maybe she can be put into Calliope's story. I don't know. If y'all don't know, I read a story called The Old Photo. It's not published yet. Mostly because it's really hard to get published as a minor. And, well, I was gonna enter it into my school's, writing competition, but I didn't know if I should have left it on a cliffhanger or just continued writing it. But, you know, what's done is done, so I'm gonna let the rest of the video play out, and hopefully y'all like this video. Bye!